It's a mystery wrapped in a riddle inside an enigma.
Welcome to another Minute Microscopy. Erik Rosenblatt here, and today I'd like to talk about something I doubt anybody would expect me to talk about. That is my favorite U.S. currency denomination, the $2 bill. It's a funny thing, really, to have a currency issued note that few know even exists. Even many who know it exists have never seen one in person, even though they're like trivial to get a hold of, though that can cause problems. The most obvious being retail cash handling. The tills used in most cash registers don't have a space to accommodate the $2 bill, and most modern software that tabulates cash collected doesn't have an option to count them. The last time I worked in retail, everything was done on paper, so at closing, I would just write those in. But I can imagine a $2 bill in the mix would be a massive headache for people today. The second issue with these notes is that because of their rarity and circulation, there have actually been people who have been arrested over the years for fraud. Not convicted, of course, but I do find it amusing that cops would follow through with an arrest for someone using an official non-counterfeited bill. Of course, there are many instances where an establishment simply refuses to accept them as payment. I ran into that exact scenario back in the 90s when I decided to cash my paycheck entirely in $2 bills. Why? For the lulz, I guess. The bank even had to go back into their vault to get all of the bills. And they brought out, I shit you not, stacks of $2 bills bundled with those paper wraps around them. Even back then, a lot of cashiers didn't believe they were real. Some people took them. Others demanded I pay with more common currency. So what? You'd rather have me pay with 200 pennies for each paper note then? Good times. So why do I like the $2 bill so much? Well, for one, it's the fact that it's an antiquated thing that is still maintained and technically usable, like POTS phones or cassette tapes. Also, there's a ton of lore behind them, as well as a historical association with the criminal element. Back in the day, most people couldn't really afford to carry or spend that much money, other than those who were up to no good. Akin, perhaps, to the $50 or $100 bill today. Third, they're different. Even though so many of them are printed every year, very few are in circulation. So it's unusual to encounter one in the wild. Busting out a pile of twos to pay for something is an event. People are like, what the fuck is that? Managers get paged, cops get called, pandemonium ensues simply by using the coin of the realm like you're supposed to. I guess the rebel in me kind of gets off on that. So why does the US keep printing $2 bills to the tune of over 100 million a year? Honestly, I have no idea. The $1,000 bill ceased production in the 30s, and it actually makes a ton of sense today with the way inflation is going, but we don't see those coming back. There doesn't seem to be a legit reason that I could find, other than the fact that people use them for purposes other than purchasing stuff, gifts, collecting, things like that. So there's enough demand that they just keep making them. Actually, in that, I kind of wonder if there are more $2 bills out there than any other paper currency, simply because they keep getting made but never spent. All of this is why I love the $2 bill. It's an anomaly, an underdog. It's weird, and it can cause a ruckus. I hope they just never stop making them. Well, that's it for now. I'm getting a little hungry. Maybe I'll go to McDonald's and try to pay for my food in $2 bills. Ha! Or Susan B. Anthony dollars. Oh, wait, that's just a quarter.
Hey, don't forget to check out the rest of the channel. We got a little something for everybody. Full-length episodes, short episodes, medium-length episodes, lightning rounds, all kinds of stuff. Every topic you can think of. Like, share, subscribe, tell your friends.